Hi, this is Travis on behalf of Expert Village, talking to you today about vacuuming. And what I want to talk about now is changing the bag. We talked previously about the types of bags, whether you have a bag, whether it's bagless, whether it's a water vacuum. With bag vacuums, they're going to have to be changed, obviously. They're going to get full. And that's going to, the frequency of changing the bag is going to depend on how often you vacuum, whether or not you have dogs or cats, whether or not you live in a house that has a mud floor or a dirt floor or carpet or hardwood floors. But what you're going to want to do is just make it a habit of telling yourself that every time you get out the vacuum, whether it's if you do it every day or every other day, to keep a constant check on it. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is just feel the outside of the bag. Usually you can get a pretty good idea of whether that bag's full or not. And the other thing is that with these bags, when you unzip them and you look at them, you can see that these bags actually have a line. Most bags do. They have a line. They say recommended to not fill above this line, because what will happen is when the dirt, if they're a top fill vacuum bag, and what I mean by top fill is that there's actually a tube in here in this bag. It runs up and it actually fills the bag from the top. That way, some upright vacuums will actually fill from the bottom. So what you're doing is you're putting, it's making it harder on the vacuum, the engine, to actually work, because not only is it sucking and cleaning the carpet, but it's also having to push all of this dirt up and out of the way to get new dirt in there. So when you're looking at vacuums, that's one thing you might want to consider also, is if it's a top fill bag. You want it to fill from the top. Nothing's in the way, all the dirt falls down into the bag and it keeps falling and falling. And then again, they do have the recommended lines on the bag to not fill past. And that's because it's going to affect the performance of the machine. If you go past that line and you get up here, the bag's not going to filter as well, and it's just going to become overflowing, and you'll notice diminishing performance. So keep an eye on the bag. That's one way you can do it, is by feeling the outside of the bag. If you have a general idea where your line is on your bag, whether it's halfway up, 3/4, a quarter, whatever it is, first feel the outside of the bag, and if it feels like you're getting close, open it up, take a feel for it, and this one actually needs to be changed. Make a feel for it, and then just switch out the bag.